Hello students, welcome back. So for today's topic is protocols and standards. So in the last class we have discussed about topologies and all. So after that internet will be there. Again this entire subject is about theory only. Internet is how the internet came to existence. So that you will read. So I will send that particular page to read. There will be a story how that internet came to existence, that is there. So if you want I will explain that into later. So for now we will discuss about protocols and standards. As you know that protocols are nothing but that are set of rules that govern data communication. Okay, it means it determines what is communicated, how it communicated, and when it is communicated. In the sense, what has to send or what has to receive. Okay, and when it has to send or when it has to receive, then how it has to send and how it has to receive, that is explained by the protocols. The key elements of protocols are syntax, semantics, and timing. Okay, here syntax refers to structure of the data, semantic refers to meaning of the data, timing refers to time to send or to receive the data. That is, these are main three topics we have to discuss for now today's class. Okay, now here again once again I will repeat, protocols having some standards are there. So now protocol, which is nothing but it is a set of rules that govern the data communication, mean that govern data communication is that role that will rule. Okay, so it determines when it is communicated, what to communicate and how to communicate it, and the major 3 points is syntax, semantics, and the timing. Okay, and if you have to understand this subject is entirely theory only, there is no logic in it. So I don't have any other options to explain this. So as I told you, you have the three key elements of the protocols. Okay, as I mentioned earlier that those are syntax, semantics, and timing. Syntax, the term syntax refers to structure or format of the data, that I have already told to you. Okay, and structure of or format of the data, meaning the order in which they are presented, means data packets in which the order those are presented, that is the structure of the data. Okay, for example, a simple protocol might expect the first 8 bits of a data to be address of the sender. This is the structure of a data. Means what protocol is saying now, if any data we are sending, for example, first 8 bit must be address of the sender and the next 8 bit must be address of the receiver. If this is a rule, there is a rules like this, that rule and structure is known as the syntax. Okay, and semantics, in the sense it refers to the meaning of the section of each bits. Okay, it refers to meaning of the each bits, means what the bits are telling or whatever the information which is present in those bits. Bits means 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 0, like that, those are the bits. Okay, those bits are nothing but those are having information. Okay, that information is nothing but semantics. The next is timing. Here timing refers to two characteristics: when data should be sent and how fast they can be sent. When we are sending the data and how fast data can be sent, that is known as timing. Here one example is given, that is, if sender produces a data at 100 Mbps, okay, if a sender produces data at 100 Mbps, but the receiver can process data only 1 Mbps, here transmission will overload. It means that there is a pipe, okay, water pipe will be there in your farm, that can only, it is a diameter is only 1 inch. So but for that pipe you have connected other pipe, that pipe has a diameter of 10 inch, but the water coming from the 10 inch can be sent to the 1 inch, no, force will be more, and that is known as overload. Okay, this is about protocols. and standards. Standards means some standards will be there for the this data communication. Those standards are nothing but de facto, okay, de facto and de jure. These are the standards. Okay, standards are essential in creating and maintaining an open and competitive market for the equipment of manufacturers and guaranteeing the national and international of data and telecommunication technology. Because here standards are nothing but for our we have ISI mark is there. Okay, ISI standards we call no. So like that there is also standard for the data to be sent or to be received. Those standards are nothing but de facto, de jure. Or for jewelers you have other hallmark or some mark will be there. That standards, if that standard is there, that cost or reliability is more like that. So here also for data communication we have the standards. Those standards are nothing but de facto and de jure. Okay. Here in how to trust that data communication is going, that is known as by because of the standards. The standards provide guidelines to manufacturers that or vendors. Manufacturers will get the guidelines from these standards that are whether it is a private or a government agencies. So in this today's marketplace in international communication, data communication standards fall in two categories, that is de facto in the sense by the fact or by the convention, de jure in the sense by law or by the rules or by the regulation. These are the two standards. By fact means de facto, by the rules or by the regulation or by the law in the sense de jure. Okay. De facto standards that have not been approved by an organized body but have been adopted as a standard through the widespread use are de facto standards. There is no organized body for the de facto, but people are accepted these because of that already many are using. De facto standards are often established originally by manufacturers who seek to define the functionality of a new product or technology. There is nothing is there in that. Because of the fact we have accepted this is a standard, that's all. De jure means those standards that have been legislated by an officially recognized body. Some government agency or government body has decided that this standard has to be there for the data communication, that is known as de jure. Okay. Okay, some standard organization I have mentioned here, and you can read these standards later. Internet standards are also there. Some standards for creation of a committee is also there. International organizations for standard organization, that is called as ISO. International Organization for Standardization, that is known as ISO, is a multinational body whose membership is drawn mainly from the standards creation committee. Means this ISO creates the committee for setting the standards, that's all. And international telecommunication is also there. So for that history it will be given here. 1970s it is came to existence. Telecommunication Union, Telegraphy, Telephony, that will be there. American National Standards Institute, ANSI you can call. Okay. Institute of Electrical Electronics Engineers, IEEE. These all are standard creation committees. Okay. Electronic Industries Association, just I am mentioning the name, that's all. If you want to read more you can read, it is there in the PPT when it is comes to existence, what are the work of that standards. Some forums also there, I don't want to elaborate those forums for now. Regulatory agencies means those will regulate the permission of that is called as the regulatory agencies. All communication technology subject to regulation by a government agency such as Federal Communication Commission. Here say for example for our college regulation UGC is there, right, that will regulate the affiliation to the university. Like that regulation for the data system is not regulatory agency will be there. Internet standard is also there. Like internet standard is thoroughly tested specification that is useful to adhere to by those who work with the internet. Some standards will be there. An internet draft is working document, means they have to provide how internet is working properly or not. For that they have to make a document, that is internet draft we call, and upon recommendation from the internet authorities, draft may be published as a request for a comment. Okay, the draft can be shown to the people, that is known as a request for a comment. So this is all about protocols and standards. This is enough for the day. Okay, and write and explain protocols and standard, that is your question. Fine, thank you.